let me show you. So because I have my edges out here, look, baby, stop playing. Do you see the blend? This looks absolutely amazing. Crochet, baby, I'm telling you, crochet is giving the sew-ins a run for their money, and the crochet is winning. Listen, we are in the last moments of summer, and I couldn't let summer leave without getting my curly install. We are about to get into all of the details on this stunning crochet. You heard me right, crochet install. Super natural, super flat, one of the best I've ever had. Let's get into all of the details. In my head, I have in 5 packs of the Water Wave Burmese curly hair from Ywigs. So shout out to Ywigs for sponsoring today's video. You guys know if I am going to be trying out a style, I am going to be doing so with Ywigs. When I tell you the hair is always super elite, it is full from the top of the weft all the way down to the ends, no skimping, very full. I love that for me. Now, let's get into the install process. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that this is not a tutorial on how to install your hair. I am a good old kitchen stylist, and I am here to show you how to upkeep your hair once you leave your stylist. However, I will insert a few clips of my stylist installing the hair. All right, ladies, much like a sew-in, the foundation of your crochet install is crucial. So screenshot my foundation and use it if you want a middle part. Now, this process is very simple. It's very easy. However, I'm the type of person to where I don't want to do a DIY and I know my strengths, and installing the hair is not one of them. However, it is a very simple process. So if you're up to the challenge, go for it. As you can see, all you do is put the crochet hook through and then you pull the strands through. Now, I like one loop or one knot. I don't like all the double knot. Too much tension, too much friction. So again, put the needle through, add on your crochet hair, pull it through to the other side, create a loop, and then insert both strands through the loop and pull down to tighten. That is it. So I love a middle part, so I leave out in the center and all around the perimeter of my head. What this is going to do is provide versatility. We love versatility, so I can pull it up and down, I can pull it in a ponytail, so forth and so on. All right, so let's jump into my favorite part, which is the styling. After the stylist installed the hair, I went home and I just detangled it and I put it into 6 large twists just to ensure that the hair stays detangled when I went to sleep at night. So you're going to detangle each section. Working in sections is going to be your best friend, okay? I finger detangle first, and then I go ahead and saturate. I'm talking completely saturate each section with water. Why? Because the products are going to take well when you have completely saturated the hair. If the hair is a little bit dry, your products are not going to work as well as they could, okay? So completely saturate the hair. I will detangle with my detangling brush first, and then I'll also go in and detangle with my hands, kind of using like this raking motion. Now, We're going to discuss the products a little bit later on in the video, but while I have you guys here, I just simply want to talk technique and then we'll do products later because products are kind of per the person. So I am using a leave-in style cream. This is going to provide the hair with a little bit of moisture. I apply this first using the praying hands method, where you simply put your hands together as if you are praying and run them down the length of the hair. Next, I'm going in with a foam. Now, this foam is going to provide hold and curl, whereas the previous product is just going to moisturize your hair. Again, I apply that first with the praying hands method, and then I kind of rake it through with my hands. Lastly, we're going to seal everything in and provide a little bit more hold and moisture with some type of gel. Okay, so we have our leave-in conditioner, our foam, and then our gel. Now let me tell you, this style will live and die by your tools. Okay, I would highly recommend a Denman brush or some type of dupe of a Denman brush. This is a dupe of a Denman brush. I believe this is the Red by Kiss, but look at how it clumped the hair together. Now, with the right tools, you don't have to go in and finger coil or anything like that. Your tools are going to do all of the work for you. So I'm going to be quiet now, cue the music, and let you guys watch all of those steps again in real time, or maybe we'll go ahead and speed it up. All right, off camera, I went ahead and applied the same steps, same products to my natural hair as I did with the extensions. I applied 2 hair clips at the front just to keep the hair kind of tamed and in place when I went in with the blow dry. Now, I love to go ahead and diffuse and blow dry my hair because, child, number one, I'm not walking around with wet hair all day, and this is way too much. It would take 48 hours to dry. Also, I like using the diffuser because it's going to provide a little bit of volume. I'm the type of person that I like the look of day 2, day 3 hair on first day, and that is what your diffuser is going to provide. Now, I will highly recommend getting quality tools. Again, this is really going to help your process. What I have is a T3 blow dryer with the diffuser attachment. I will have it linked down below. Now, this style just wasn't hitting until I added in the layers. I had to add in the layers. The layers are going to help to not only frame my face, but also give the curls beautiful bounce and structure that can kind of stand alone. With them being all one length, it just kind of weighed the hair down and looked very flat, very one-dimensional. So listen, I'm a good old kitchen stylist. I am not a licensed cosmetologist, but I learned a few things sitting in some good beautician's chairs. And I'm just adding in the layers, cutting the hair at about like a 45-degree angle. Listen, there's no rhyme or reason to this. If someone tells you that there is a specific way to layer hair, listen, I think they're telling a lie. Okay, you just got to kind of go for it, knowing how you like your hair. Now, I wouldn't try this on my good units, okay, or my good hair. Practice first on some of your older units. You will get it. It's very, very easy, but it's very rewarding. As you can see here, I'm starting to make a couple of faces because I did make some mistakes. I gapped it up a little bit, but it's something that you can go in and kind of fix by taking the length off the bottom. So just be careful, move slow. I was moving a little bit too fast here, eager to see the final product. But remember, you cannot put the hair back. So take a little bit away first and then, kind of go in. Now, some people may be wondering, girl, why are you layering your hair after styling? This is what I find works for me, because if I layer the hair dry and then I apply my products, do all of the things, it is 100% going to shrink up on you. And the length that you thought you had when your hair was dry, once it's styled with product and it shrinks up, especially with curly hair like this, you're going to have shrinkage of about 2 to 3 inches worth. So I like go ahead and styling the hair as far as adding layers once I have styled the hair. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated by the hair. Once my stylist finished putting all of the bundles in, the hair was really, really big, but I knew I wanted a nice full look. My hair was installed by the beautiful ladies over at Wakanda hair braiding shop. I love my family over there. They are the best in these Atlanta streets. Don't let anyone lie to you. Their information will be linked in the description bar down below. But you guys should be seeing the layering of products that I used in this hair. I received a PR package with these Garnier Fructis products. And if I'm honest, child, that's the only thing that I had in my beauty cabinet that would go with this hair. But I am so pleasantly surprised by the way that these products perform. So what I did was I sectioned off my hair into 6 sections, 3 on the right and 3 on the left. So I started off with each section spraying it down with water. You want to completely saturate your hair with water before applying any product, okay? And then I used this detangling brush. I will have it linked down below. This is my favorite detangling brush. It made the process so super easy, but also Ywigs hair is phenomenal. You're going to receive a little bit of shedding, but not much at all. Look at how the product is just gliding through this brush. Okay, so after I wet the hair down with water, detangled with my detangling brush, step 1 in this Garnier Fructis system is the Curl Air Dry Cream. This is their defining butter. They say that this is going to help to define your curls for 48 hours. It's frizz-free and it's for all curl types, plant protein plus coconut oil. This is what it looks like. Again, I use the praying hands method to apply the product initially, and then I raked it through with my hand. The next step in the process is going to be a mousse. Their mousse is called the Curl Construct. It is said to define and create soft curls without weighing it down. So extra strong holds, and I can attest to that strong hold. Right now, my hair is about 95% dry. It's more so a little bit moist or still wet at my roots, but I will come back and show you guys what it looks like when it is completely dry. And then the last step in this process is going to be the Garnier Fructis gel. This gel has hyaluronic moisturizing complex in it. This was really, really good as well. I'm telling you, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, look at my hair. I used all of those products in both my natural hair and the extensions. The last thing I did was use a Denman brush to brush all of that product in. If you're not using a brush, girl, I don't know what you're doing, okay? Especially a Denman brush, because it's going to do two things. It's going to help you to evenly distribute that product throughout your hair, and it's also going to help to define the hair. So I didn't have to do any finger coils or anything to get this hair to curl up. As you guys can see, all I did was kind of bend my hand at the end of the hair, and the Denman brush did all of the work for me. Again, this is not a race. Move slowly, making sure to layer the products. But because this hair is really, really good, I would say this entire process maybe took me about 35 minutes, which for me is not bad at all. And then I went ahead and clipped 2 pins here at the top of my hair to keep my natural hair in place. I also did one more pass with the Denman brush to combine my natural hair and the extensions as well. Very, very key thing. A lot of people will do their leave out last and just kind of let it fall over the top. No, 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 no. You want to brush those two textures together so that once they clump and kind of set, they will set kind of intertwined with each other, thus making the look a little bit more full and a little bit more natural. All right, and the last step in this process is to diffuse the hair. I have places to go today. I did not want to air dry the hair. And plus, I love the volume that you get on day one when you diffuse the hair. I diffused using this T3 blow dryer. Listen, T3 has some of the best hot tools around. I own their curling iron, their flat iron, and their blow dryer, and I have all of the attachments. It went by fairly quick, but you know, it's a blow dry. You know what I mean? So be patient, move the blow dry around, try not to stay in one spot too long. If I had to guess, because I wasn't really timing it, I would say another 30 minutes to dry. So 30 minutes to style, 30-ish minutes to dry. So you're looking at about an hour 15 minute prep front to back to get the style, but I absolutely love it down. Now, I think I've covered everything as it pertains to this hair. If I did not and you have any questions for me, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I am very responsive and I love hearing from you guys. I also use this information as data when I'm creating my next videos as far as what you guys want to see. If you're interested in this Ywigs hair, it is stunning. You need it, okay? This is going to be the last stretch for me this summer, and being able to kind of throw my hair up in a bun, up and down, all of the things. We'll get into that in a little bit. Actually, let's get into that. Let's get into the styles that you can wear with this hair. All right, I've clipped my mic to me, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Now listen. I'm going to show you guys some styles, but I'm not going to do them full out simply because, baby, I did a lot of work and this looks excellent as is. But okay, let me show you. So because I have my edges out here, look, baby, stop playing. Do you see the blend? This looks absolutely amazing. Crochet, baby, I'm telling you, crochet is giving the sew-ins a run for their money, and the crochet is winning. I have never been able to get my hair to look this flat and this realistic with a sew-in. I'm hooked. I'm officially a crochet girl. All right, so this is what it looks like. So I can pull this hair kind of half up, half down. Again, very, very seamless, very stunning. And then of course I left hair out around the sides and in the back. So if I want to pull it up in a cute ponytail, I can do that. throwing it all up in a bun, I can do that as well. Like, this is going to be so super versatile for me, and I'm excited to rock this hair. You guys know I wanted to be a 70s baddie, and baby, this feather crochet is so giving me the vibes. Again, click the links down below, girl. You will not be disappointed. All right, girls, I am back for my post video commentary because I know my girls in the back. I know my girls in the back want to know the fashion details because this is a fashion channel after all, okay? So these sunglasses, these are from Temu. I love them down. I love how wide, big, and just obnoxious they are. Perfect 70s vibe. The dress is actually a floor-length maxi dress. Ugh. Stunning. It is from Misguided. I picked it up about a month and a half ago. I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, I will link it down below. This bangle is thrifted. This tiger eye ring is from Commence, and my earrings are from CVS actually. But yes, girls, that is the look. I'm loving the vibes. If you want to know about the upkeep of this hair, how I'm styling it at night, all of those things, make sure to follow me, subscribe, girl. I'm gonna be rocking this hair for the rest of the summer. Therefore, the vlogs, you will see all of the upkeep there. But I will tell you, I simply plan on putting the hair in a high pineapple and then just tying a scarf around to go to sleep and shaking my hair out at night. But anywho, girls, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this week's video and got some inspiration or some tips for your next crochet install, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really does help me out and helps YouTube to push my videos out to a larger audience. And if you enjoy my vibe, girl, we have similar styles. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. I would love to have you a part of the fam bam. But that's it. That's all. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.